In this demo, we will learn how to configure file shares for IBM Smart Cube for Power applications with IBM I operating system. Configuration is not needed for IBM Smart Cube for Intel applications, as it is done automatically when new users are added.
In this demonstration, we'll illustrate creating a new file share using IBM Systems Director Navigator for IBM I. After logging into the console with a user profile that has configuration authority, you should see a screen similar to this. The File Systems link is selected to start the process. We can configure and monitor the IBM I file system from the console. To create a new file share, click the File Shares link. In this example, we can see that there are 3 existing file shares. We will create a new file share by selecting the appropriate action. After selecting the new file share option, we click Go to configure the details. We chose to name this file share WebSphere. This is what file system clients will specify when mapping a network drive or share. Note that there are options for read-only or read and write access. We will choose the default of read-only. We must specify the appropriate path on the IBM I file system. In this example, we'll navigate to the correct path by clicking the Browse button. The path we want to use is /QIBM/userdata/WebSphere. The console lets us navigate to the directory using the mouse's point and click. Note that the console shows the directory path. If the user profile did not have appropriate authority, the path or paths may not appear. We will select the user data subdirectory in this step. And next, we'll select the WebSphere subdirectory. This is certainly much easier than typing in /QIBM/userdata/WebSphere. Now that we have identified the appropriate directory path, click Select to return to the main configuration screen. Now that the share name, access capability, and path have been defined, click OK to create the file share. Assuming the IBM I host server and NetServer TCP/IP daemon are started, the share should be available. Let's try to map a network drive and find out for sure. This demonstration is using a Windows workstation as the client, which has numerous ways to map a network drive to a file share. Remember from one of the previous screens that the share name is WebSphere. In this example, we'll map this share to the Z drive on the workstation. Note the option to connect using a different username. If the username and password on the IBM I is different from what you used to log into the workstation, this is the option you would want to choose. In this example, we see that we were able to successfully map the WebSphere file share on the IBM I system to the Z drive on the workstation. Our next step will be to use the Integrated Solutions console to monitor usage of the WebSphere file share. We can use the Properties action to modify or monitor the file share. We then click Go to continue. And here we see that we could change the access if necessary. In this example, though, we will select the Sessions link to see who is using the file share. This screen shows the TCP/IP address and username for any active sessions. Obviously, there is only one right now, but notice how this can be a valuable tool when more users utilize the file share. Our next step will be to return to the basic file share screen. The browser console session did not do an automatic refresh, so we will do this manually by clicking the button. Now we see that the number of current users of the WebSphere file share has been updated.
That concludes the demo. This video gave you the process to create a file share on IBM Smart Cubes for Power applications with IBM I operating system.